guys doing this?
Nah, we're into it. So the one.
Well, they can green screen any.
So we hold this
If you want.
and then pass it around to each other.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, if you want to pull up something like, I want you guys to check out this video or any story. Then there's. Hold on a second. You get a new tab. Hit that plus sign. And you get tabs across. Okay, ready when you guys are ready.
Are you allowed to swear?
No, probably not.
But you better find out.
Are we gonna use lav mics or just these?
We're live right now.
We're live right now. Good.
We're going live. We're going live.
When?
When? Already now.
This is live?
Already now. Yes.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. Are you guys seeing that camera hidden in the distance right there?
Ah, there it is.
Hello, Tarmiriel. Good morning. I can see you. And look, we have our friends joining us in this live chat room. Welcome to the OneRing.net. Our Torn Tuesday episode has been moved to an earlier time slot. Thank you guys for being so flexible. I know we have an international audience from around the world, and I couldn't be happier to introduce our excellent guests, our very fine guests, and our slightly odoriferous guests.
Thank
Today,
you.
Yes, you're very welcome.
We
Today,
can read minds? I had no idea we could read minds.
Some of us can.
That's amazing.
What are you
guys,
thinking?
Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd here on our couch.
Hello!
Now wait, this thing here, this is the worldwide internet.
There's one chat room for the stick cam. They're our video host. The other Lord of the Rings chat room for the OneRing.net is Barlaman's right there. So we can interact with anybody at any time.
They can see us.
Yes, they can see us.
The computer terminals.
Guys, we're not getting a video preview on this monitor of what the camera sees. Just FYI. But hello, Austria?
Hey
Hello.
Austria, guten Tag.
There was someone from Germany a second ago. I know, your homeland, your Deutschland.
Yeah, ein bisschen, yeah. The connection's very bad for Joe Mustard. Sorry about that.
It's been fixed down here though.
It's really streaming right now.
I can't believe it. We have about 840 viewers live, and we have our friends here to talk about some of their newest projects and some of their crazy new mischief that they're getting into.
Just tie my jacket up.
Right.
I'm still carrying a little holiday weight.
I wish I had a jacket.
You're not the only one. So, welcome everybody again. So, I am so happy to begin this show with you guys. I've been really dying to get you on my little red couch, and it doesn't sound as salacious as it sounds. Okay.
Saucy.
Yeah, I'm a little sucio. You know, está bien. So, what are you guys doing today? What's up in LA?
Well, Dom has been up since the birds got up.
Crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn. What time did you get up this morning?
I was up at 5 a.m, Billy.
5 a.m, ladies and
5
gentlemen.
American a.m. And then I did
What for?
I was talking to people on the East Coast for breakfast radio stuff. And then I went and did West Coast TV. And then I came here early so that I could buy you comics.
A gift?
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I'm like a modern day philanthropist.
Yeah, you're like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
We are at Meltdown Comics. They host our show every week. Meltdown is like the mecca, the grand center of all geekdom in LA.
True.
Yeah, you want good comics, graphic novels, or stand-up comedy from geeks of all stripes. You know, great live shows. This is the place to be.
Yeah, and because we were doing this today at Meltdown Comics, they had to close the front door, and we actually shot the front door in George Lucas's face. Remember that?
You
tried to get in, and we slammed it in his face and said, "You can't come in, George."
You'll come back later.
Yeah, I'll
won't
come
it?
back later. Yeah.
He deserves it. We keep abusing him, and he keeps coming back.
Someone just asked, Dom, does Billy have a Gandalf plushie? Is that a sexual reference?
Yes, it is, Dom.
So-
And do I?
Let's have a look. Yeah, he definitely does.
Jenny is there. Hi, Jenny is one of our moderators in the room. She helps keep people under control when they get wild.
Right.
Thank you, Jenny. We appreciate that. And there's Shirsa and Pipske. Hello, Pipske. Good
Yeah,
to see
be
you.
careful. No bad swears. You can say stuff like crap and baloney, but don't say bad swears.
No
We don't
bullocks.
appreciate bad
You
swears.
can't say bullocks. Oops.
What have you been doing today?
I haven't done much today. I went for a swim. That was nice.
Aquatic adventure.
Yeah, and I felt quite sad that you had to get up so early, you know.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
But you probably had to do that because you've got a TV show starting tonight, do you?
Yeah,
Why don't you
TV.
tell us about it?
Thanks about that, Billy. He's always good for that. Yeah, Wild Things on BBC America tonight, 10/9 Central, which is very confusing. That means it's on at different times, doesn't
It
it?
is. I'm afraid our country's been split into 4 hours.
Oh, that's awful for you guys.
10/9 Central.
So when a piece of news happens that's important, the other side of the country won't hear about it till 4 hours later.
Well, unless there's a simulcast that's live. I mean, the Oscars come on and everyone gets confused. Is it 4 in the afternoon or is it 8 o'clock at night? It depends upon what coast you're on.
But how can it be 2/10/9? What does that mean?
10/9 Central.
10/9 Central.
I just
what
keep
does that
saying
mean?
it. 10/9 Central.
10/9 Central? Okay, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, and then 8 Mountain Time, 7 Pacific. So,
Sounds nice, doesn't it? Mountain time.
Mountain Time.
That's lovely.
Yeah, BBC America is going to launch the very first episode of the new series Wild Things with Dominic Monaghan. Dun, dun, dun.
That's me.
And that's going to be on tonight, and all of our friends in Europe and in England have been enjoying it and loving the show. But tonight, us, Yanks, we get our very first glimpse of Dominic playing around with monocle cobras and all kinds of bugs and insects and creepy crawlies and, well, animals that are built to kill.
Yeah, pretty much. And, it's a big... Did you get a text?
Sorry about it, I'll just check
Check
it.
that. It could be Spielberg trying to get in the front door. You never know. It is a show that I'm really passionate about, and I'm hoping that the Ringers will show up and see. Another reason why the Ringers should show up and watch the show is because I was hoping to take Billy with me to New Zealand this season, but we blew our budget. We bought a lot of burgers.
And I'm
beers
quite
and stuff.
expensive.
Very expensive. But the second season, we're hoping to go with Billy to New Zealand and look for all manner of stuff, and hopefully get him to do like the biggest bungee jump in the world.
I love
throw
it.
him out of an airplane, all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
there's unique wildlife and unique animals that are isolated in that ecosystem in New Zealand, and
Certainly
they're
are.
found nowhere else in the world.
Yep.
That's fascinating to me. Let me ask you, your producers get together with you and they say, here's our travel budget, here's our ideas, we can travel the world, let's go. What do you say to that? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
We sit down and have a conversation where they say, what stories do we want to tell? And I was really passionate about telling a story about ants and bees this season, because I think ants are probably my favorite animal ever, and I wanted to tell a story like that. We also wanted to tell some real dynamic stories so people tuned in. So we did things like the world's largest spider, because that makes people kind of go, oh. And then we did the world's rarest beetle, because I wanted to show people that even
And that's
though
not Ringo.
it's not Ringo, no. even though they think that insects are innumerable. There's actually insects that are endangered, and this is a beautiful large beetle in Cameroon, Africa. So we tell a lot of stories, and then we work out if we can factor it in the budget. And I had a New Zealand story ready to go, and then they came to me and they said, we can tell the story, but if you want to bring Billy, we don't have $14 million, so we need to wait until next year.
Well, he brings his entourage and his contract demands for plated dinner twice a day, all that stuff. Yeah,
There's a lot of safety things that you've got to go into if you're looking
Yeah.
at spiders, etc.
It's outrageous. His breakfast requirements are you have to poach 20 eggs and he'll pick the best 2. Throws out 18 eggs every morning.
Billy.
No, I don't care. 2 tasty eggs.
Hey, do you guys want to see a trailer of the show?
Yes, I do.
We
I've
are.
seen the show.
So do I just press play and then flip it?
Guys, if you're ready at the B camera, we're going to play it off this pad. We've got the preview ready. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your first glimpse of Wild Things with Dominic Monaghan.
So I just press play.
Wild
Yeah.
things.
Now do I flip it like that? Or do I
No,
not need
it's
to?
just happens.
They've got it
Does it?
connected in the back.
Guys, enjoy it.
Is it on?
Can you hear sound?
Badasses like to hang out with other badasses.
But even Middle Earth didn't have creatures like
Jungle, here we come.
Dominic Monaghan.
Oh, William, well
Right, there
done.
we
Save
go.
the day.
Here we go.
has been lost.
I could easily be going round and round in circles.
Wild
With
things.
hobbits.
Badasses like to hang out with other badasses.
But even Middle Earth didn't have creatures like these. There's only one word to describe this show.
Ginormous, ginormous, absolutely ginormous.
Wild Things with Dominic Monaghan.
This could be the last you ever hear from me.
Premieres Tuesday, January 22nd at 10. Only on BBC America.
Because we had to squeeze in.
Hiya. Now,
I've parked someone
we've
in.
got car problems. Billy has to move his car. I have to get my car moved.
It is Los Angeles, after all.
Do you want to move it?
Yeah.
Don't scrape it. You need to move Dom's first because he's blocking me in.
Are you sure? Yours is in front of mine?
No, I managed to squeeze in.
Okay. My car's
You
in there.
said
car's
we'd be
unlocked.
fine there,
I
Cliff.
thought we'd be fine there. Oh, shit.
You were like, just park there, that's fine.
Well,
Not
famous,
leave it. Billy's gone into quite a dark mood.
famous last words.
I'll give you that now.
I've never been this sad in my life. Right in the middle of your thing.
No, it was done. Did
I
you
wanna
guys
watch it again.
Did you guys enjoy it?
Ha ha.
Shit, that lady loves our accents.
There's
We don't have
Austin.
accents. You have accents.
Haha, ginormous, says someone.
Yeah, I say ginormous a lot.
You said ginormous in the trailer, yes?
I say ginormous and huge a lot. I'm not sure why.
Okay, is it a half hour or a full hour show?
It's an hour, yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
It's an hour. So there's a little bit of education, a little bit of fun, a little bit of street food, a little bit of football, a little bit of travel. Lots of stuff that I'm really into, and stuff that Billy and I do. Billy and I went on a holiday to Thailand when we were doing Lord of the Rings, and apart from really hectic animals, we pretty much did an episode of Wild Things. We went, we kayaked, we played football, we ate crazy food, we, might have met a woman or two. You were single back then, do you remember?
Yeah, you were and all, I remember
Single
that.
too. Ate great food, went on adventures, went to Bottle Beach. So much fun.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can eat your way one end of Thailand to the other end.
Yeah,
It's
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
country.
So,
You know what Dom does in hot countries?
Go on.
If we are sharing a room, which sometimes we do. Not just, Orlando was there as well, there was 3 of us,
Yeah.
But it was a big room. We all had separate beds, But what he does is he turns up the air conditioning until it's like Antarctica. It's freezing. And then he hides the thing because he loves it so cold that I'm in bed with sweaters on.
really?
Yeah, in Thailand, and it's like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
hot.
the hoodie on.
And we're like, where is the thing? And he hides it.
I hid it under my pillow because I knew they'd get it off me,
That's so funny.
Wow, what flies open?
What is this digging into my back? Hang on!
Wait a minute!
It's the new Bee Cake album!
What,
There
Blue
you
Sky
go.
Paradise?
Oh, look, and it's a gatefold! Oh!
Check it out!
Beautiful. I have to tell you, Billy, my favourite song
Uh-huh.
is track 7, Waiting for You, or The Clown. Tell us about The Clown!
Wait till you hear about the clown, dog. Why should I let you hear when I can let you see the new video
Oh, that's even better.
from the clown?
Wait,
do it.
Bee Cake has launched their second album, guys. It's really fantastic. It was released on Christmas Day, wasn't it?
I don't know.
You had a
Was
December.
it?
Yeah, 25th of December.
No, 22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
Well, in the United States, we got next
Because
Tuesday.
of the 3-day time.
You're on mountain time.
Because we're on mountain time. We're on Misty
3
Mountain
days
time.
difference.
Seriously, Austin Hall, he's one of my music producers and friends.
Hi, Austin. My dad's called Austin.
Yeah, he's saying hello. Nice, Billy. Cheers. I'll tell you what, Bee Cake has produced a beautiful album. It is melodic, it is beautiful, it is so well produced, and it's really gorgeous stuff. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. Blue Sky Paradise.
You can get it on iTunes.
Yes, you can.
You can get it on bcake.com.
Yes.
You can get it signed on
Wow.
bcake.com. Not by you.
No.
You're not in the band.
No, I'm not.
But you can sign some of them.
May I say, you sing like a bloody lark.
Why would you say that? That's what a lovely thing to say.
You're welcome.
Do you want to see the video?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
see
I
it.
do. Yes,
Now,
we very much want to
apparently,
see it.
I wasn't being rude at the start and texting. I was trying to find the video,
yeah?
which is on the internet somewhere, privately.
Oh.
So, if I press play on this, people behind the scenes,
Well, actually, this device is connected. not your
apparently
phone.
someone said I could do this, and I can...
Technical problems, ringers. Try
This
not
is
to
a guy.
panic.
What's
Stay
your
with
name?
us.
Right?
If I didn't know better, I'd say we've had over 9,900 people in the past.
That's nice.
Yes.
Where are you seeing that number? Oh,
See?
up there.
Session viewers,
Session viewers.
9,934.
You've got to break 10,000. Let me just show you the gatefold.
Well,
Oh,
do it
break
here?
10,000.
You guys,
Right, I'll need to thing me then.
if you like,
I'll need
if
to
you
do
like
this. Will you help me
Billy's,
with this? I'm not very... Would someone... I'm not a guy who knows about these things.
yeah, you know plenty, Billy. Don't let
Hold on.
him fool you, ladies
And
and
here's what's
gentlemen.
interesting. Billy put
Trying
this
to be
in as an
demure.
art design with the album. If you turn the album 180 degrees, Billy goes upside down.
Are you kidding me?
You thought about that?
I did think about that.
Revolutionary.
That is brilliant. That is pretty
Right,
brilliant.
hold on. I need
Right.
to click this thing. Keep talking though.
Hang on. Get off Friendster. You shouldn't be on Friendster.
Why? H
Yeah.
T T
Oh, this is going to
B
be a while.
S. Talk about something.
Oh, it's on a secure server. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's totally
Well,
trying to
let's
find.
chat.
Yeah.
Let me try my hosting technique on you and see how you do.
Okay, go ahead, dog.
What's your favourite way to eat an egg?
Naked.
What?
Oh, there we go.
What's your favourite type of cheese?
Naked cheese.
Oh, that's a good cheese.
I'm on my A game today, guys. I really am.
If you had the opportunity to do something to Jennifer Lopez and there was no judgment, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, that's
Keep it clean.
You know what? I would like to dance with her in the fountains like they do in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. I've always wanted to dance with J-Lo. She'd be a great partner. I would love to dance with her. And not like, the hot oogie boogie street stuff that kids are doing these days. I mean classic waltz. I want to waltz with J-Lo. That's what I
Which
would.
makes me think
I would love to waltz with her.
that
Wouldn't
the
you?
first track on Blue Sky Paradise.
Hang on, let me reference this. The Dog's Waltz.
Oh, I love that. Is that
See
what?
how it went? It came around there.
Now, is
That song
the
is so good. He's like, maybe someone else has a bigger stick.
Right?
Yeah, I
You
listen
want me
to
to do an impression of you at the start?
Do it.
Ready? This is Billy in the album. I dreamt I was a dog.
Very good, isn't
Pretty
it?
good, right?
Your Glasgow accent is perfect. Don.
Right?
Yeah, this idiot a lot.
I found the video.
Let's do it!
We have it? We have the video, guys.
This
Very
is a
good.
video for the clown, which is about materialism and trying to have too much stuff, and we're all just clowns. This is it. See if I press play, what will happen? It'll work.
Magic,
Right, I'm going
magic.
to.
Yeah.
Track 3 on the album, guys. Track 3.
It's 4 minutes 22. It's not going yet. It's not going yet. It's not going yet.
Nah.
It's not going yet.
Here we
It's
go.
going.
Nice.
Am I gonna weep?
Oh, did I do this full screen? Yeah. Oh. Is it working?
Yeah, because look.
Yeah, don't full screen.
Don't full
Don't full
screen
screen it, guys. We broke 10,000.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It works. Yes, everyone can see it. Here we go. Let me grab this. This is our active Parliaments chat.
Right.
This ancient rut makes you hold what you've got, makes you hold on tight, makes you plan for the fight. But the sweetest sound is when it all comes tumbling down. Can you still sing along when you don't know this song? Hold on, just what you got. Hold on, hold on. It's all that you hear. Hold on. You lost. When you can't find your feet, taste the honey still is sweet. But you won't take a hand. You'd rather crash than have help land. And you're strong as a bear, but you weep when nobody's there. You see you're not in control. Smile and hold. Hold on, just what you got. Hold on, hold on. It's all that you hear. Hold on, say goodbye to the day that you lost. Just what you got. Hold on to knowing the truth is so deep. It's all that you hear. Hold on to say goodbye to the day that you lost. Just what you got. Knowing the truth is so deep. It's all that you hear. Hold on to say goodbye to the day that you lost. Just what you got. Knowing the truth is so deep. It's all that you hear. Hold on to say goodbye to the day that you lost.
A triumph, an absolute triumph.
Thank you.
Super cool.
It was super cool and
Super,
super
super cool.
cold.
It was.
You make a very, very sad clown, but I've always thought that about you. To be honest.
That was lovely. Billy, where did you get the inspiration for this song?
Right, well, as I said, it's about, we collect stuff, hundreds of stuff to the point now that we have to have storage places to keep our stuff. We don't need that much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is these guys would rather have all their stuff in a boat sinking, and they won't even leave it then. They'd rather die than lose their stuff.
Clowns.
Clowns. So that's what that's about.
What do we need?
That is
What
super
do you think
cool.
we do need?
We need love,
Lovely.
we need food,
Yeah.
and we need compassion.
Now, when you say food, do you mean buffalo wings?
No.
Oh, because I thought that.
You love buffalo wings, don't you?
Fantastic.
That's his one vice.
Yeah.
That's your one vice.
That's the only thing I do that is almost illegal.
He will suck the meat off of 15 buffalo wings
So glad you finished that sentence.
in the bat of a bat's wing.
Yeah.
One of our friends just said, I love to play bee cake songs on my ukulele. How many instruments do you play besides the ukulele?
47.
What?
Yes, 48 all in.
Really?
Yes.
Like a mini Mozart.
And he was mini.
Very accomplished. Well, I like the idea of, because you'll travel with your uke, won't you? Because it's easier.
It's easier than a guitar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's smaller.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's got less strings.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. What else? Someone said on the forum there that they thought it was a really dark video and they loved it, and I would agree with that.
It is quite dark.
Fantastic.
But I think that's okay.
Is it?
There's something about the musical form, and I want to talk about this in an abstract way. Forgive me. Poetry is one thing, but songcraft is another thing entirely. It has a tendency to stick with us more. It has more of an emotional impact. And I really appreciate that sensibility that you bring as a songwriter to all this work you're doing with Beecake. What do you think about the power of music as far as storytelling? I mean, even Tolkien decided it was very important to have songs and songcraft as part of the overall storytelling in LOTR. And you have applied yourself as an actor and as a musician. How is it different for you? How does it inspire you?
I would agree with you there. I think music, songs have an immediacy that no other art form has. I think it can, even if it's in a different language, it can touch you in a way that no other art form can, in a very immediate way, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like plays are amazing to sit in a room and watch, you know, a story being told. Film is kind of our generation's medium, I think. You know, it's the way that we tell stories. But songs, I think, are so immediate. If they're done kind of correctly, they can touch you in a way quicker than any other art form, I think. And a lot of that, I think, is to do with truth. And I think if I was going to get negative about songwriting or songs
Don't.
please can I just for a second, Dom?
I hate it when it gets negative.
Like music sometimes now gets so polished and so you know, tuned and auto-tuners on voices and stuff that it loses it.
It's
So
manufactured.
yeah, it becomes a nice thing,
Yeah.
but it doesn't touch you in the way that kind of music that has maybe some mistakes in it, or you hear things that you shouldn't hear. That's what makes it wonderful and
All right.
and human.
When you and your bandmates are working together on a new song, or a new project, how do you approach songwriting? Because it's organic entirely.
Yeah, well, kind of most of the songwriting I do myself.
Yeah.
Like to get the song to a place where it has lyrics and a melody, and you know, maybe some little things, and then we go and we make it the song, the band. And then there's a few songs like say Rooftop on the new album that's written by all of us. So it's all of us in a room, you know, and just kind of bringing what that kind of evening brought to us, you know, in a kind of truthful way as well. And whatever that brings, is we go with, you know. So we don't try and make it, oh, we have to make the chorus more catchy, or we have to make the verse kind of. We whatever's truthful in that moment becomes that song, you know.
Fantastic.
We were listening to the Sundays a lot when we were in New Zealand, alongside a whole bunch of different artists, but the Sundays was one of the ones for me that really reminds me of New Zealand. And one of the things that I love about that band, and I know we all did, Elijah and Billy and I geeked out about it, is the fact that when they're playing acoustic tracks on the guitar, they never take out the scratching of the strings on the fret. You know, when you hear the strings going, I love that on the fretboard.
Me too.
And I love hearing frayed edges where people will plug in and they'll say, is everyone ready? And then they'll start. It feels like you're into something a little bit more intimate then.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I agree. Well, I mean, the whole thing about songs and performance is not alien to you either. You've actually been on stage singing a couple of numbers yourself.
Well, yeah, like partial songs, yeah. I mean, Drive Shaft obviously had a verse and a chorus, and I just did this thing earlier on today called What's Trending, where they sat me down in front of a computer and they showed me about 3 minutes of cut footage of people singing Drive Shaft at gigs, and someone had a Lego version of the Drive Shaft song.
Real?
They had the Mr. Potato Head doing it.
Really?
That's crazy. It's got a life of its own, you know. So
Really?
I wanted the whole Drive Shaft thing to have a real Oasis-y quality to it. You know, just lads having fun, a little bit boy culture, not too highbrow. You know, as you can hear from Billy's harmonies. I mean, what he is doing is on a different level.
It is. It's quite amazing. quite amazing.
I like drive shaft though.
You'd like to go for a drink with them, do you know what I mean?
would, yeah.
I feel like they'd be fun. And just to touch on what you said, like Sigur Rós is one of my favourite bands ever. I don't speak Icelandic. I have no idea what they're saying.
A whole audience of Ringer fans around the world discovered Sigur Rós because you did.
That's
I went to Amoeba
wow.
Music and picked them up because literally you did.
And they're an
And I thought,
amazing band.
You're
Fantastic.
changing the world.
Aren't I though?
Very
Fantastic.
slowly by using your mind.
One Icelandic band at a time. But
Go-
the thing
go
is,
Bjork.
I don't speak Icelandic, and also the first album is not even in Icelandic. They created their own language. I don't know what these guys are saying, but it just touches me, you know.
Yeah.
I like to get in a lovely, hot, warm, bubbly bath and just put it on and just enjoy my mind.
Created their own language.
Yeah, for the first album, it's not even Icelandic.
Yeah, like
Spanish did that as well.
yeah.
What do they call it?
Spanish.
And that's just gibberish. They're never even talking.
None of them.
So if I would
Spanish
say to
gibberish.
you in Spanish, "Hola, amigo," what does that translate into English?
It means nothing.
Really?
It means nothing.
You are bending my mind right now.
It's crazy.
That's hysterical.
Incredible.
Well,
Everyone keeps saying to Billy, "Sing something."
No.
Oh, really? You gotta pay him first.
even Elizabeth Fraser from Cocteau Twins would sing in vocalizations that were freeform. They were abstract. They weren't English. And she ended up singing Gandalf's Lament in the Lothlorien scene.
Really?
Yeah, Howard Shore pulled her in to work
Really?
on
Is that who
films.
did that?
Yeah, that's her.
We
Well,
should
so-
know that.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I just rocked your musical archaic minds.
Our Lord of the Rings trivia is terrible. In fact, watch this. I'll ask Billy a question. Billy,
Yep.
who played the wizard Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, the trilogy by Peter Jackson?
Which one?
You know the grey one with the beard?
No, which film?
He's in all three.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the same guy.
He's got that stick and he goes white. Looks
Yeah.
a little bit like God. Or
yeah, but the
Santa.
grey guy and the white guy was different.
No, that's the same guy.
What?
Do you know his name?
No.
Scottish guy.
Tall.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Put you out of your misery. Sir John Gielgud.
He was wonderful.
Brilliant. Oscar winner. Brilliant.
He'll go far. Huh?
Hang on. What's this digging into my back?
What the? Wait a minute.
This is my brother's album.
Yes.
Wow. My brother's in a band, as you can see, called Radio Sepia, or Sepia, if you're from Spain. Digital Scars, available on iTunes. Wow. I'm only doing this because my brother said if I don't promote his music, he'll punch me directly in the face.
It's brilliant music. I often dance to it.
Yeah. Great song in it called Laser Guided Bombs. Not to
Oh.
be confused with Laser Guided Bombs.
Imagine you could guide your bum with a laser.
Brilliant.
That's a YouTube video.
Right?
Wow.
Buy it, Radio Sepia.
Buy
It's on
it.
iTunes. Buy Bee Cake and Radio Sepia.
Why wouldn't you?
Get in the bath.
You've
Love
got
it.
there's fans already here saying I love Radio Sepia.
There you
These
go.
people already on it.
Now,
You
what
guys
does
are on
sepia
it.
mean?
I think it's a type of cheese.
What?
Yeah, it's a.
It's not his favourite.
It's not. No, he likes. What do you like?
Naked
Body
cheese.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
naked cheese.
naked
yeah,
cheese.
naked cheese.
It's a Bavarian goat's cheese.
Delicious.
Rare.
Does it not something to do with an animal? You would know this because Dom's Wild Things is on tonight, BBC America.
Hiya. 10-9 Central. What does that even
Whatever
mean?
that means. If you're in a
Mountain
mountain,
time.
if
Give
you're
me
in a
break.
mountain, it's like 7:30 or something.
Wait, isn't sepia a colour?
That's what I thought, Radio Sepia, but then I read something on radiosepia.com or something, and it said it's something to do with a lizard. or
Well, no, I
something,
thought maybe
or
in
a
Spanish.
monkey.
I think in Spanish it's like a cuttlefish or an octopus.
That's what it is.
If there's
That's
any-
what it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there any Spanish people out there that can confirm that?
Spanish is not a real language.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to ask the. Well,
It is. It's like an octopus.
let's ask the Puerto Rican people. They'll know.
That's real.
Or anyone who speaks Brazilian language. What do they speak in Brazil? Is it German?
Yeah, mainly German, but sometimes Bavarian.
Oh, Bavarian, yeah.
It's sepia.
In the mountains.
Mountain time.
We have a question from Penny who says, I'd like to know how Monoboid Enterprises is coming along.
Fantastic.
Not good.
Look, wait, someone just
Good
said
question.
Octopus Ink is sepia.
There we go.
Right?
Okay.
That might be it.
And it also means something else. So it's got like 2 or 3 meanings,
Right.
which is kind of
And it is also a wash, like a tone. Like
Well,
a
that's
colour
what I
wash.
always thought. It was like them saying that because they use kind of violins and all that. So I thought it was kind of sepia, like. But it turns out it's an octopus.
I had-
Well, that makes sense because I wonder if it's on here. But one of the designs of my brother's band has a little octopus thing.
That's what it
I
is.
should ask
Really?
him. We should get Matt on the phone.
That's what it is.
Let's get him on the phone.
Why don't you phone him?
I had
Why
a
don't you Skype
He
him?
never picks up from me, you know that! Sorry, ugly
Who does?
moment.
Who does?
Monoboid Enterprises, brilliant. Billy and I have a couple of scripts in the works, and we still have the dance studio, Thursday nights, 4 o'clock. I do street dancing, Billy will do a slow waltz.
Mountain time.
Mountain time.
a slow waltz with J-Lo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, our movies are coming along slowly but goodly.
Someone, Kate, was at Dragon Con. She says, "Are you coming back to Dragon Con?"
We were just talking about that. That was a wild, hot, crowded. It was great, wasn't it? He was there. I remember you.
I was there.
You were the lion, and I
were
remember you
Was
were
he
the
the
straw
Tin
man.
Man?
We were.
You and Dorothy, obviously.
And it was crazy. I loved it. Have you ever been?
Click your heels, we'll go back there right now.
I'd love to. There's no place like Atlanta.
There's no place like Atlanta, that's for sure. The humidity, it just makes the clothes stick to you.
It's crazy
it's
though, isn't it?
really
Have you been?
humid.
Nah.
Let's go this year.
Alright, let's go.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
Let's
it's
go.
hot and sweaty.
It's like there's like this square of like 5 hotels where it's just like a million people, and there's like stormtroopers and all sorts of crazy things. And that grey guy you were talking about, with the wizard,
Gandalf.
yeah, all that, and then you step across the street, which I did one day, right? I didn't find this out till like the second, third day. Stepped across into a restaurant, no one. Honestly, it's like you can't cross the street. If you cross the street, like you turn into a normal person with
You
a
might
suit or
have
something.
actually gone to another world or something.
I think something like that happened.
Stepped into a time travel.
It's crazy, and you can walk. You can watch everyone from the other side of the street, and then you step back in, and then you're back in it again.
I'd like to go.
Please go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Can you do this?
Oh my god.
That's
Wow.
yoga, isn't it?
No, that would
Just,
just be
lifting your
kicking
leg
my-
over your head. Let me try. Oh, no, that's it. Can you do that?
No, I tried it once.
It's difficult.
I did it with 2.
Oh, no.
I knew. Well, we all knew that hobbits were limber, but I didn't know you were that limber.
He does
yeah.
yoga.
Really?
He's like a guru.
Oh, wow. Comic-Con. Yes, people are asking about Comic-Con San Diego.
Now, this, I believe, is a comic book convention in San Diego.
It once was.
Yeah?
It
No, it's
once
now
was.
filmed.
It's so jump the shark now, but
Yeah.
that's just my one man's opinion. But
Now, do you
yeah.
think Dragon Con is what Comic Con used to be?
Yes, Dragon Con is like the center of the real creativity. There's
It's exciting,
fans
isn't
with
it?
cosplay interests, fans who have academic interests,
Uh-huh.
and they'll sit around all day having an academic symposium about what happened in the TARDIS with Doctor Who in 1967, and then all night long they'll be raving and dancing and partying all
It's
night.
totally
It's
fun.
amazing.
I'm
Anyone
into it.
who's never been, it's,
Yeah, I've not been.
it's real, it feels real, it's great fun.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
Let's
it's,
go.
Can we
together.
just talk about your fez for a moment?
it is a real Istanbul fez. A
Now-
real fez. Take a look. See, it's got mirrors sewn into it.
It does stop all the badness
Real
from
mirrors.
going in from above.
Well, it
Beautiful.
keeps my head warm at
Beautifully
night.
done. It smells like tuna fish.
Why is that?
What's
What?
that? That's strange.
That's nuts.
Beautiful. Now you came in a different hat. You came in like a flat cap.
Yeah, well, no, I've got like 2 or 3 different hats. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Doubles as a frisbee.
Give it a whirl.
Wow. Do you know what? When I saw you today, I thought you looked really handsome.
And then what happened?
No, you still do, but it's kind of worn off a little
Oh,
bit.
thanks. I'm
But when I
trying.
first saw you, I thought, Christ, he's handsome.
I'm
Did
trying
you
a
think
slightly
that?
conservative haircut. I usually go a little, spiky and
I
stuff.
liked it.
I want to be more
And it's
well
like you
behaved.
shaved down a little bit.
Yeah.
You made your eyes slightly bluer.
Got rid of my
You
moustache.
got rid of the moustache.
You hated it, didn't you?
I didn't mind it.
You said it tickled.
It tickled a bit.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Hiya. How many people?
Blinded by Dom's beauty.
Thank you very much. That's sweet.
That is very sweet.
17,000 English people and 1 American person online right now.
What?
Thank you, Mayanne. I appreciate that. Hey, what have we got here? Chainmail.
Is that a mithril vest?
Is it real?
Oh, that's heavy.
That costs
Wow.
more than the whole of Hobbiton
The
put
whole
together.
of the Shire. Yeah, it's worth something.
God,
Huh?
that is heavy.
That's the real deal. Did our friend Grimlock make this, Justin?
Someone
noise to me.
just said, will B-Cake ever come to Brazil?
It's
We'd
a
love
hat,
to
by
go
the way.
concert in
I
Brazil.
would love
You guys
to go
ready
to
for
Brazil.
this?
Do it.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
Do it.
See if you put that on, I'll hit you with a hatchet.
I need a hatchet on my head right now. Okay.
It wouldn't hurt,
Oh my gosh, it's heavy as hell.
isn't it?
You look like you're auditioning for Spamalot.
Spamalot. You know what? I want Eric Idle's job. I do. I want his job.
He's fantastic, isn't he?
So awesome.
I love that show.
I've not seen it. I've not seen
Well,
it.
see, I know the guy who made this. He's a good buddy of mine who actually wove this stuff. He has an entire full-length bodysuit of chainmail.
Very accomplished.
You know that, you will know this, of course, that we didn't wear real chainmail because it was too heavy.
Your chainmail underwear is not with you today?
we
Your
co-
chainmail underwear is missing?
Someone
Come on.
complained.
Presented with a fez.
Thank you.
I would think Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Someone complained that it was too heavy, so then they remade it using little plastic ones
Yeah.
that didn't weigh anything.
No.
Yeah.
Much easier to wear that all day than. Can you imagine wearing that all day?
Yeah, it was.
Can you?
I tell you what, all
Running
that,
away from Balrogs, etc.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
rough.
no,
that
no,
one.
no,
And we only had little legs because of the drugs that we took.
You know, he's
Sit down. Orlando could complain here and there, but he looked fantastic in a wig, didn't he?
How gorgeous was he with that
He
blonde hair?
confused me sexually because you looked at him and you thought, kind of a pretty girl,
Yeah.
sexy, strong.
Yeah.
I'd like him to keep his wig on,
Keep the wig on, you'd
very
say.
closely shaven.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Tight,
Yeah.
tight.
Never ever known to have bad breath, Orlando.
No, he's quite hygienic.
His
Yeah.
breath is like beautiful little flowers.
You could lick his mouth from morning till night.
A lot. You
It's
know
been
what?
done.
It's been done. Not by any of us, but it has been done.
So you're saying Legolas over Captain Will Turner?
What? Will Turner.
Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought Will Turner was great. He was brilliant as Will Turner, but Legolas is Orlando's greatest role, and I think it always will be. He's a gangster in those films. And he would talk to us when we were making the film, and he would say, "Oh, I'm a bit worried because you guys are talking all the time, and I don't talk in the scenes." And Billy and I were going, you are mental. You are the Boba Fett of Lord of the Rings. You don't say anything. All you do is kick ass. Do you know what I mean? You run up to the top of the hill and then kill people with bows and arrows. You're going to be a movie star.
And he gets to surf on a shield, and he gets
Right.
to surf on an elephant trunk, and he could do anything. When I was
What do
visiting,
we do? We get to. All we get is to cry and all that.
I seem to be eating apples constantly in the trilogy. Just always eating apples. What is that about? When I watch the film now, I'm like, there's another apple, there's another apple, there's another apple.
I'm so hungry.
I don't know.
it's all that Hobbit weed you were smoking.
Yeah, they do
That's
love
what
the
it was.
pipe
So who's
weed.
the equivalent of Legolas in The Hobbit? Would it be Keely or Feely? Or?
Not yet. Not till the second film.
We don't know yet.
Yeah,
Second movie, you'll find out.
yeah, the jury's out, I think.
Who's
On first.
I got stuck there.
That was good. That was good, Dom. That was good.
Who's Graham McTavish and
Dwalin.
oh,
He
he's
plays
good.
Dwalin. Yeah, he's
He's
great.
good, isn't
We
he?
met
Yeah.
him, didn't we, in London?
Yeah.
Scottish
Yeah.
guy, he's great.
He's
He is
good.
And
really
I
good.
thought
Can't wait to
Sylvester
see him in a
McCoy was
second.
brilliant.
I do agree
Oh,
with you.
he's
I do
good.
agree
He's
with you.
great.
Oh, he's
But
so-
he didn't clear up his costume, did he? He's got bird poo on his costume. They could have done something with that, do you know what I mean? Just before they went, they would have gone, right, Sylvester, we'll take care of that.
It must have been right before it rolled.
Yeah.
First scene.
Big eagle.
Big shit.
Yeah, you ask people, who's that guy, that wizard with the bird poo on his face? And that's how they remember him.
Yeah.
They don't remember Radagast's name, but they remember the bird guano on his face.
How would you remember that name if you had to?
Radagast. I'd think Gilgamesh, and then I'd get that.
how many steps after that?
How my mind works. Gilgamesh, Radagast.
I love it. So you guys have seen The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey?
Loved
You've
it.
seen it? What did you? A lot of fans were asking in the chat room what you think of it.
We watched it with Peter Jackson, didn't we?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great. We saw it in London, and yeah, it was great. And it was great to see Pete. And,
Lovely.
yeah, I think they did a great job. I loved it.
48,
It was.
48 frames, what do you think?
48 frames per second. The thing with 48 frames per second, I think, is that because Pete is one of the most revolutionary, groundbreaking filmmakers out there, he has to put his name next to 48 frames a second because
Yes.
that's the future of filmmaking. And if he doesn't, he gets left behind with the technology. You know what I mean? The great thing that you can rely on with Pete is he's always going to bring great set pieces, great costume, great design and ideas. And we got carried away with it because when I watched Lord of the Rings, I'm always thinking, oh, that was the day when this happened.
Yeah.
Or, that was the day when I got this zit. Or that was the day when, I left early. But The Hobbit, you could just relax and enjoy it,
Yeah. Was it different for you to say, I'm kind of separated from this and all the work that went into it? I now get to be an audience member.
It was very different,
see
yeah. And kind of, weird, and it made you pang a little bit for New Zealand and for Middle Earth, but it also made you be happy that, you know, that you could watch it as a neutral party. And I thought Martin Freeman did a great job, because the weight of that film is such a big piece, and obviously it's a trilogy, and I thought he played it beautifully.
And it looked beautiful. I think the 48 frames looked amazing. Like, Hobbiton looked so beautiful. And at 48 frames, it was what, 2.5 hours? So at 24, it's 5 hours long. I mean, I couldn't watch it for. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, if you undo it to the actual 24, it becomes twice as long. I never thought of that.
So I haven't seen it
good.
at 5 hours.
Actually, now if you watched it second by second, if you shoot 48 frames a second, if you watched it frame by frame
Per second?
per second,
Yeah.
it would be 48 times the amount of seconds that's in the film.
Yeah, times the first number.
Be a slow movie, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be slow.
That Gandalf guy would be on camera a lot.
He was good, wasn't he? John Gielgud.
John Gielgud. Brilliant.
I miss Sir John Gielgud, and I miss Sir Ralph Richardson, who played the wizard in Dragon Slayer. Remember that?
Oh yeah, no, he's great.
He was so good.
Was it Sir John Gielgud that played Arthur's butler?
Yes, that's
Really?
right.
Oh.
That's right.
Brilliant, where he takes off his helmet and then he goes, "You spoiled little bastard."
So awesome. And not to be confused, but Sir Ralph Richardson also played not just the wizard in Dragon Slayer, and I'm all about movie wizards, I just don't know why, but I'm into that. But in the movie Time Bandits, he played the Supreme Being.
Oh, nice.
You remember Time Bandits?
Love Time Bandits.
Yeah, that was our first experience with little people in the movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Was Time Bandits.
Yeah.
I grew up in a scheme in Glasgow called Cranhill. And after I saw Time Bandits, I used to look around for portals to get me out of my sad life.
Oh.
Wow.
He's got negative again.
Cool.
Ask him a funny question.
Okay, funny question. Are you looking forward to performing live on stage at our upcoming party?
Cannot wait. And you just gave me an idea.
All right.
Gandalf.
I might play some drive shaft.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
That would be so
Right?
great.
Kick it in like that.
How cool would that be?
I'll
Yeah,
dance
we're
to it.
really looking forward to it. I love those parties. I love the one for Return of the King. It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's going to be great to come back.
How many songs do you think you'll play?
How many do you want me to play?
How many's on the album?
12?
10.
What two will I take out?
The bad ones.
Right, okay.
2 bad ones.
10 songs!
Look, people keep screaming, sing.
Yeah, actually, people have been screaming. Would you please do a double vocal harmony for the song you sang in Return of the King? That's what they want to hear.
Double harmony.
Yeah.
You look great.
Do you know that? Do you know
Is
the
this how
harmony?
you put this on?
Protective
It's
headgear.
heavy on your head, that.
Yeah, the edge of night is what people are screaming in the chat room. Billy, don't do it.
No, I won't
No,
do it.
don't. The thing is, I stuttered there, but try not to make it confusing. I'll do it again.
Thank God this isn't live.
If you can do something
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
that you get paid for,
Yeah.
don't do it for free.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like if you're a carpenter and
Yeah.
you make a fantastic dovetail joint, don't cheapen yourself by just making dovetail
You
joints.
got that from The Dark Knight.
Is that right? Is that what they said in The Dark
Joker
Knight?
says that if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Nice. Well, there
You
you go.
remind me of
Good.
the Joker a lot.
Why?
Just your beautiful
Hard to
smiley
trust. I do smile a lot, and I'm very, very hard to trust.
face. He is.
And I'll burn huge piles of money nightly. Don't bother me. Can't take it with you.
That's so funny. Well, real quick, while we're talking on the subject of the one expected party, do we have the video clip? We have.
What?
Do we have
Bring
it?
it up on the iPad.
Oh, good.
Oh, let's
I'll-
have a look. Come
I'll
on.
bring it up. I'll bring it up.
What is it?
We have a little video that we made
Yeah.
with our friend Justin. He made it actually, and it's an exciting preview of that 2004 Return of the King party, and we're just trying to drum up interest to get fans excited to come to the upcoming Oscar.
It's going to be
event.
amazing.
The Hobbit has been nominated for Best Hair and Makeup, probably because of Jed Brophy's wig. Singularly because of Jed Brophy's wig. Okay? Then a nomination for Best Visual Effects. Here's to Team Weta and Richard
done,
Taylor.
Weta.
Yes.
Well done, Weta.
Fantastic.
Oh my God, Gollum in the Riddle Game
Oh, fantastic.
Ah,
blew us all away.
Yeah.
And the third nomination for Best Art Direction, which is now called Production Design. They
Right.
changed it, but it's still art direction.
When we were in
Brilliant.
the screening in London, when that Gollum scene started, the audience gave a round of applause.
They
Yeah.
did.
He's so interesting because he's a slightly villainous character, but he's a real fan favorite.
I took a bunch of virgins with me, and they were all dressed in white. Believe me, I took a bunch of film virgins who had never seen Lord of the Rings, never read The Hobbit, never exposed to Tolkien. I took them all to see the IMAX giant 3D version of The Hobbit, and they all said the same thing. Who was that Gollum creature? That was so riveting, that was so fascinating. People are immediately caught up in this relationship between Bilbo and Frodo, and they don't even know who Gollum is at this point. Oh, Lord.
All right, Sir Arthur.
It's time to sing Spamalot. Billy, your turn now.
You look great.
I feel great.
Is that protective?
I can't feel that.
Brilliant.
This is the Hobbit's version of safe sex. One more time, Bill. Yeah. Safe sex, right here on our show, ladies and
Keep
gentlemen.
it clean.
Keeping it very clean.
You're right though, Gollum was amazing.
Pippin goes to war. Someone just
Right?
All right.
Yeah, I think it's the duality in Gollum
Here's
that's
something.
fascinating, isn't it?
About Pimpin.
Pimpin. Big time
Pimpin going to war.
Merry
I
and
don't know if
Pippin.
you ever saw this.
What?
But when I get to Gondor
Yeah.
and become the steward. No, not the steward.
And you're wearing Faramir's little Boy Scout clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had the helmet, right? And if you look at Lord of the Rings, it describes what it's like. And it said it had 2 wings coming out the side. Did you ever see this?
Oh yeah, you nixed it, didn't you?
And they got me a helmet. They made it, and it was an amazing looking thing, you know. But when I put it on, it had black wings that came out the side like this. And
Wow.
I thought it was a white. I was like, really?
Yeah.
This is what I'm wearing.
Outrageous.
And the hero, like.
He looked like a griffin had used his head for a nest. You know? It was
And I thought, I
ludicrous.
can't wear this, surely. But they end up, they took the wings off and just put kind of wings on the helmet.
And then they sucked your brain up into like a pinpoint,
To
didn't
a
they?
cone.
Looked
So my
amazing.
brain was taken up the way.
Right.
Which led to enlightenment.
I had terrible problems with my helmet as well because my helmet came down my nose.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if there's any Lord of the Rings fans out there, you'll notice that my nose isn't perfectly straight. And I don't have a problem with that. But that meant that the helmet sat like this. And I didn't look like a warrior. I looked like a bloody idiot. So we had to nix that as well. How many people? 21,000. Come on, there should be more people than that. at this
Well,
point.
right now we have about 13,000. Excuse me, 1,300 live. Total aggregate 21,000. That's pretty good.
That's
actually.
pretty good.
That's great.
Aggregate bin.
For only like 45 minutes, you know?
It's like when steam comes off the road. That's the aggregate.
Is it?
Here we go, guys. We have a preview clip for our upcoming Oscar party. It's this coming February 24th.
It's going
on
to be
Sunday.
incredible fun.
The performers on stage include this guy and the wonderful band Bee Cake. We have Emerald Rose coming to play Celtic classics. We saw Emerald Rose in Dragon Con.
Yeah,
They're great.
really
They're really
good.
great. And then I'm hosting. I'm going to be your MC. We're going to celebrate all the nominees for Peter Jackson's cast and crew for The Hobbit. And check this out. We've got the video ready, guys.
Let's have a look.
Here we go.
TheOneRing.net, the fans, basically, of Lord of the Rings, had their own party. The One Ring party, celebrating the Oscars, and we went to that party.
I hope this is not the end. I mean,
We took the Oscars there and displayed them. I think Pete showed up and everything. Billy Boyd sang, Dominic Monaghan sang. It was just a joyous, beautiful event. We ended up staying there all night. I mean, they were celebrating this thing with us, and you know, so many of the people who were a part of making the films were there at the Oscars that night. And it was a big family, and it was the best.
we're really appreciative of the response. We're really appreciative of everything. We understand the One Ring obligated.
And I'll see you at the Oscar party, One Ring.
Yeah, and
Very cool.
now we're back. So we bumped into Ian McKellen at San Diego Comic-Con, and he said, "I hear you're having a party, One Ring." And he doesn't really talk like that, but you know.
I hope he
Anyway.
goes.
Yeah, me too.
Vigos.
Yeah, he'll be
I
there.
hope Vigo goes.
Yeah, I like Vigo.
Hope Ian goes.
So-
Great fun at a party.
Yeah, he is.
There are tickets still available, guys. You can click online, find the party on the OneRing.net main page, and everybody's going to be there. It's going to be really fun. It is Sunday the 24th. It's an Oscar party with not one, but 2 huge buffets, early dinner, second dinner, open bar, all you can drink. And
What?
Watch out for these guys with open bar, okay?
Oh, I don't want to
Totally
give Billy an
watch out.
open bar.
No, that's madness.
I'm going to end up making you do the dishes, both of you, if you do that thing again.
Yeah,
If you
we'll
do that
do
thing again, yeah.
Remember that? Remember we had to do the dishes in that film?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The plates were massive, weren't they?
Yeah, and the table's all weird because there was that forced perspective.
Good, those films.
Yeah, they were good.
I watched The Fellowship of the Ring the other night. Only the first hour, right up to the point where the Balrog makes an appearance, just to see what it was like. And like I said, all I could see was me eating apples.
Really?
Just another apple, another scene with an apple dome. What is that about?
I wanted to see you eat that floating turkey that you grabbed out of Isengard.
Oh,
that
That
floating
was a
turkey.
laugh, that one.
I really wanted to see you eat that.
Yeah.
We had a laugh that day.
Yeah.
A couple of days.
How much
later.
was a reshoot as opposed to the primary shoot? How much in the movies did you have to go back after primary?
Was it like 6 weeks or something like that, reshoots?
I think
Wow.
more than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was on so many drugs at that point, I had no idea. Just
No idea.
That was-
life had become a kind of technicolor dream, you know?
So it's a documentary.
Yeah.
It was a documentary.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It made you like apples, all those drugs. I
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, they did. Don't do drugs. Drugs are for mugs.
And for Charlie.
Drugs are never the answer, unless you're diabetic, and then, insulin.
You need them.
No drugs or you'll die in the third season, so don't do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't. Guys,
In the end.
I'm on fire. I brought my A game today. Seriously, come on. Yeah, I want to ask you guys about what are we going to expect in the first season of Wild Things, and where are some of the countries and these exotic places we're going to go?
I'll tell you because I memorized the countries. Ready?
Real? Okay.
Ecuador, Venezuela, Guatemala, Cameroon, Namibia, Laos, Malaysia, Vietnam. So it's a Saigon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you'll see me looking for probably the more dangerous version of whatever animal I'm looking for. The most dangerous ant, the most dangerous scorpion, the most dangerous spider. And it's me saying, even though these animals are dangerous, I can have a situation with them or an experience with them that is enjoyable and profound. And that nature is an incredible honing tool. So if there's an animal existing nowadays on planet Earth, they're there for a really, really good reason. you know? So they're important. They're important species.
What episode is it tonight?
Tonight is the giant water bug, which is probably the most dangerous aquatic insect. And they live in Laos, and I go looking for them in a lake that they share with about 125 crocodiles.
A lake with 125 crocodiles and a sunken boat with 4 clowns in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bringing it back.
Same lake.
Yeah. No, it's
camera.
a lot of fun, and it's basically the way that I travel, which is a very natural way for the viewer to watch the show. It's not there's not a lot of setup. You're kind of seeing me on the fly, and I'm like, hey, how are you? Good morning. Okay, let's go. Like, we don't prepare it too much. It's all kind of guerrilla filmmaking. And like I said, I really want to bring Billy with me on one of them because his knowledge in terms of cows, horses, and pigs is second to none. I don't know where he's got his farmyard knowledge.
It's amazing.
It is brilliant.
Yeah. I can move pigs with my mind.
Really?
Yeah, if there was like 3 pigs in your way, I could move them.
That's amazing. The pig whisperer.
That's funny.
How did the show come to you? I mean, was this kind of like someone said, "Oh, you were good in that one movie show about that island thing"?
Yeah, I mean, did you naturally say to yourself, "I want to do a travelogue show," or "I want to bring my love of critters"?
When Steve Irwin died, I was pretty shaken by it.
Yeah.
I'd never got to meet the amazing man, and
Yeah.
I was touched by the fact that he had died and moved by it. And I'd always wanted to make a nature show. I talked to Billy about it years back, and I just used that as the impetus to go, right, if this isn't the reason why I formulate a nature show, what is? And what does that say about how I feel about Steve Irwin? So I thought of an idea, and then I sat down with a producer. He and I batted out a kind of 5-act piece, which was where I go to Ecuador to find the world's most dangerous ant. And then we sold it to BBC America and Channel 5 and OLN, and within about a month and a half, I was going to Ecuador to make the first episode.
Fantastic.
I think what people have to know is that, this has been an interest of Dom's, forever. This isn't like, I'll do something, and
This isn't a
something
new
I wanna
idea.
do.
You've been gestating this for a
I'm
while.
always into animals, you know. I'm always looking at stuff and turning over rocks, and yeah, I do like it.
Wikipedia is telling us wild stories about all these exotic animals you have at home.
Yeah.
Pets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a small kind of menagerie right now because I'm traveling so much. But I have a snake, 2 spiders, and a chameleon. And over the years, I've had praying mantis and centipedes and bees and wasps and ants and slugs and snails and lizards and stuff. And right now, it's a little smaller than it has been. 'Cause
I've got a dog, and over the years, I've had another dog.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've had 2.
And,
Yeah,
a,
but
and
two
a
dogs.
baby.
And a baby.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very
He's
much.
more than a baby
Yes.
now, isn't he?
Can
Can
we
we
just
just run through a few of your dog's health requirements?
Oh, my dog. My dog.
The most expensive dog in the world.
Yeah. Every couple of months, I have to take him in and get an MRI or something. He's got one eye. He's got a hernia. He's got a dislocated back leg. He's got a bent tail
Yeah, his tail's
called
broke.
a Labrador tail, but he's not a Labrador. And he's deaf.
What?
He's deaf.
Really?
So, yeah, he's Lucky's his name.
I feel like I set him up for that, man.
That's funny. That's very, very, very funny. And his name is Lucky, right? Yeah, Esme in the chat room says his name is Lucky, right? Yeah, that's
That
great.
isn't really, it's Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin?
Anyway, that's not
one of-
funny, that's just true.
That's one of Billy's favourite pubs in Glasgow, the Griffin.
The Griffin?
Yeah.
There's a nice Griffin pub here in LA. We'll take you to it if you're
I
down.
love that.
Yeah, the interior of it looks like a castle with brick and, it's kind of an interesting look. It's
I like the
really
Cat and Fiddle just down the road on
Love
Sunset.
it. Love the
Cat and Fiddle. Sir Boddington's bitter.
Nice.
Guinness. You can get a Scotch egg. You can get a full English breakfast.
An old speckled hen?
Old speckled hen.
Love it. Yeah.
Very tasty.
Yeah.
Cottage pie. It's good.
Yeah.
And did we do something there a couple of days?
Actually, for January 3rd, we were there for Tolkien's birthday. And the
Oh,
whole
nice.
group of the Tolkien Forever Society went to have a toast. And we do it every January 3rd, and we just have a nice big dinner. And some of the older fans from the 60s, who were the very first to read and absorb Tolkien and make it a cultural statement in the American counterculture, as you remember from narrating Ringers.
Ringers, yeah.
We had this toast, it was very simple, to the professor. Clink, just to his birthday.
So every year you celebrate his birthday?
Every year we do it, just a fan gathering.
Nice.
And we take the movies out of the equation, we take the video games and all the other merchandise and bring it right back to our love of the books.
He must be getting on a little bit now, mustn't he, Tolkien? Do you invite him? Has he been to any of them?
No,
he's-
sorry.
But you
Too
know
bad.
who has? Roy's been here.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
character. I love
He's
He
Roy.
great.
show a few months ago, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then he was in that Air New Zealand safety video that we did.
Oh, yeah, that was great with all the characters.
Yeah, did you see
I
that?
haven't seen it yet, no.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Yeah, I'm
Bring
in
it up.
Bring it up.
I'm in it. Oh well, hey, I'm actually the wizard wearing high tops. I'm wearing my Chuck Taylors in that video.
Saucy.
It
How
is
long
funny.
is it?
Hey, it's only like a couple of minutes.
I'm going to see if I can hold this.
It is too funny.
For the whole length of the video.
Here we go. Let's search for Air New Zealand safety video. Bam.
Strongest man. I might let it up too far.
Well done.
Put it on!
May I say. Oh. It's dipping. Get it up.
I
It's
was only joking,
dipping.
it's not that heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't put it
Is
there, though.
Is it easy to sell a show, or was this kind of like nervous going in, like, hey, I did this pilot?
Yeah, it's not super easy to sell a show.
Good one.
To sell a show. And I think I think the broadcasters were a little nervous that I was an actor going, hey, I want to do an animal show. And they were like, what gives you the right to do an animal show? So I had to convince them that I knew a little bit about animals, which I did from talking about animals. And then, I don't know.
It's an amazing show.
Not good at taking no for an
Have you
answer.
seen it?
Yeah, it's not,
No, I was pointing to him. I didn't want
I
fight.
haven't seen the full episode. It's just how the American preview.
It's amazing.
It's on
a
tonight.
brilliant show.
Guys, it's on tonight.
9,
BBC
10
America,
Central.
9:10 Central. If you've got DirecTV, that's channel 264. Because I've got DirecTV. You can watch the first episode online, bbcamerica.com, or if you're in Canada, oln.ca. Brilliant. All this is in my mind.
That's amazing.
That's come out of my mind.
How do you remember Radagast?
Gilgamesh. Bang!
How does TV stardom compare to film stardom? Obviously, you've had a successful show and a successful movie. Are there any differences?
I think being in someone's living room weekly is an interesting thing because there's two different schools of thought. Lord of the Rings was such an event piece, and you go with your parents, and the lights come down, and you eat popcorn, and it's a special moment. And I think that had a real weight to it. And then when you're on TV on a weekly basis, it's much more intimate. You're in their bedroom. Maybe they use you to wind down at the end of the day, or they bring their friends around. So I think the intensity of people recognizing you is crazy when you're on TV, and especially American TV. They go crazy.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, maybe. Like someone like Viggo is such a kind of mystery that when I'm with him, I get embarrassed because Viggo's such an amazing guy, but not that many people recognize him as Viggo, whereas the Charlie, character that I played in Lost, people are always like chatting to me about it, and that's because Viggo, I think, keeps that old school movie star kind of veneer about him.
You have crossed into many different spheres of genre storytelling. You've crossed into fantasy. You're in the world of J.J. Abrams. So you've gone. I mean, there's only a short list of genre storytellers, and there's Joss Whedon, Peter Jackson, J.J. Abrams. It's a very short list. Tim Burton, and these are masters of the fantastique and genre.
That's French for fantastic.
Indeed, incroyable. And I just want to ask you, what's it like working on X-Men and then Lost and then Rings and to have your fingers in so many genre projects?
I grew up on that kind of stuff. I grew up on Star Wars. I grew up on Indiana Jones. I grew up on the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. Goonies and stuff.
30th anniversary of the Dark Crystal.
Is it really?
Just a few weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
amazing artwork.
The best.
Amazing artwork. I wanted JJ to meet Billy to play Scotty in Star Trek. I think Simon Pegg is brilliant as Scotty, but I think Billy would have been such a good Scotty.
Yeah.
And I said, you should meet him, and JJ said, I'm far too intimidated by Billy.
Because of this?
Yeah.
I always used to wear this at the time.
Probably a bad choice.
Yeah. Well, I lost a few jobs.
There's no armour in
I
space.
saved my head, though.
This suit that these trousers that I'm wearing, I bought in New Zealand with Billy.
Did you really?
Yeah, these are my Thailand pants.
They're absolute
how lovely.
crackers.
Thank you. Got a stain here, forget about
I
it.
like the jacket as well. I did mention I thought you looked very handsome today.
You did. This is my tribute to David Beckham's haircut right now.
I love it.
Do you?
I think you should keep it more like that.
I like your hair.
Thanks.
The shorter your hair gets,
The sexier my legs get.
the longer your toes become.
That's weird, isn't it?
Gotta buy new shoes.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too funny.
Amy agrees. You do look handsome, she said.
You do?
Is that to me or you? Or both?
You smell good. What was that?
I just rubbed myself with some liniment.
It's lovely.
I've got a muscle strain. Yeah.
It's lovely. It's
Everyone
your eyes, though.
Everyone's talking about a Viggo kiss. What is this Viggo kiss
Billy?
that they're talking about? Billy?
Viggo kissed me once right on my face.
No.
He stuck his tongue in my mouth and he grabbed my ass.
He's a saucy fellow.
He's a dirty witch.
He doesn't mind about crossing over to the other side,
He's crazy.
Tell him the full story. It's dirty.
All right then.
Strap yourself in.
Sean Astin was doing the scene where he gets married at the end to Rosie. And it was just Sean and Rosie and a couple of people.
Yeah.
And Viggo happened to stroll into the soundstage they were doing it. And he felt, there's not an excitement. There's no this should be a really beautiful moment. And there's not, because it was just a small soundstage. And so he went and rattled the door of my trailer. Dom was probably off in Rohan on a horse or something. And he rattled, and I was asleep. And he's like, come on, we've got to help Sean. So we ran in. So when he got married and had to kiss Rosie, we were all like, yay, behind the camera, so that when he was looking, at least they had some faces that he knew. Yeah. But Viggo still felt like Sean wasn't getting the excitement. So on one of the takes, Viggo grabbed my head.
Do it!
He pulled me close and he kissed me, Dom. And he kissed me hard. Which meant, Sean was like, And that take was used because it was the happiness and the kind of shock in his eyes, as you would get if you were married.
Yeah.
And so it was worthwhile because it was great for the movie, and it was worthwhile because it made me fall in love with Figo.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah,
Such method acting.
Oh, low battery. 10% of battery remaining.
There is but 10% left of this interview because of the battery.
And then in the next few coming months, when anything shocking needs to occur, him and Vigo were on set, getting naked, rubbing on each other and grabbing each other. And
A
stuff.
little bromance.
I want to tell you one of my favourite stories when we were filming Fellowship of the Ring. The sequence where Merry and Pippin come across Frodo and Sam in Farmer Maggot's field, and then they run and they fall down the hill. When they fall down the hill and eventually land, which is shortcut to mushrooms, I think the order was like Billy, Sean, me, Elijah, something like that.
Yeah.
Elijah was definitely last.
Yeah.
And as Elijah hit the ground on top of us with a significant amount of force, he let out a noxious gas.
He did, and it was loud.
It was very loud, and we all continued on in the scene, but it was loud.
We didn't know each other that well,
No.
so we thought, well, you know, this
And
is
he's a big movie star. So
this
he
is a
won't
guy
say
from
anything.
Flipper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't mess with him. So we just let it go, and then when the take went, we had him confirm that it was indeed a trumpet trouser, and he said, yeah. And it was weird. It smelt of eggnog. And he hadn't. We know for a fact he hadn't drank any eggnog that
And
day.
it wasn't Christmas, it was like April.
Yeah, that wasn't it? Weird. But loud, as if he'd, really got himself ready for it.
That's a wow.
that.
Real voluminous poot.
And I looked at Billy, and his eyes were, watering a little bit, and I thought he's feeling it in the eyes.
And you remember in the film I go, mushrooms! Yeah. But that's because I thought I smelt some.
Well, your face was like 2 inches away from, or it was Sam's face, which was next to a dog pile.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my idea.
And that noise, just like that, and that noise that the Nazgul makes, it was like that, wasn't it? That noise that the Nazgul makes is actually in regards to Elijah's fart. When they go, it's because Elijah's just done that.
Start backwards.
Yeah. Translates if you speed it up to, which is Fran Walsh, Peter Jackson's wife, screaming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She was all the way back
That's
at
where
Stone
that's
Street
thinking.
Studios screaming because
You know why?
she heard the fart from that far away.
Yeah, and they'd recently got quite a high tax demand. Oh, Pete, look at.
Fantastic. You guys are awesome. This is one of the best shows we've had in a very, very long time. And
One of the best.
What?
One of
The
What
best.
is better? Did you have Gandalf in here?
Not yet.
Right. Well,
Not
come
yet.
on.
Let's make it the best.
Unless
Drop
Ian's
this
the-
from a height
the best.
onto my dinkle.
All right. Tense yourself. It's like an episode of Mythbusters.
Great, wasn't it?
Look, everyone's saying the best, the best, the
The
best,
best,
the
the
best.
best, the best.
Absolutely the best.
Right. thank you.
Definitely the best.
Any plans for B Cake to tour?
We're coming to play your party.
Besides that, an American tour.
That is all we're thinking about right now, is making sure the One Ring party on the Oscar night, 24th of February, is going to be the greatest night that this world has ever seen.
Good. You went a bit too over the top there. Leave them wanting more, not less. They want less of it now. They need to get out. Leave them wanting less. Doesn't work as well.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Let's follow someone on Twitter.
Right, I'll
Yeah,
follow
come on.
someone. Who do you want me to follow?
Who wants to get followed?
I'll
want-
follow someone.
Everyone, obviously, well, not everyone, but a lot of people on there want to get followed. Give us a good reason to follow you, or for Billy to follow you.
Right. You need to follow us first. We're on Official B Cake.
I'm on Dom's Wild Things.
That's right, guys. Dom's Wild Things or Official B Cake. Follow these guys on their Twitter account. And
Let's ask me a question. She asked me a question.
I don't know what's
That's
going
a
on,
good
but
story.
my phone is going off the hook. My mom is calling me. My
Have a
ex
look,
is calling
have a
me.
look.
Yeah.
No, I mean, mom.
Your ex is calling. Forget her.
that.
Forget her.
Yeah, him.
She was a crew. Now, what? So you asking a question that maybe people might not know, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Who gets it right? A Lord of the Rings question, maybe.
Yeah.
So what would that be? Something you oriented.
Oh, God.
Someone that you'd have to watch all the extended edition.
Yeah.
behind the
You'd
scenes,
need to...
Yeah, something
like,
difficult.
deep knowledge.
Something difficult.
Something from...
Something pretty. Something pretty.
Oh God, you've got to think of a good quick.
The first fan who can name the first track on your first Bee Cake album.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Do
good.
you know it?
Who's the
do
first
know that.
fan who can name the first song on the previous Bee Cake album? Not Blue Sky Paradise.
Not Blue Sky Paradise. Soul Swimming
Soul Swimming.
is the first album. What is the first track? And I will follow you on your Twitterly tweet.
Twiddly toodoots.
Who's got it?
Someone just mentioned.
This is not
This
an
is
exit.
not an exit.
No.
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 Please stay.
No.
No.
I love this song. Not a song. I have the unnamed
Ball
one.
of Earth?
That doesn't work.
Yes.
A Ball of Earth.
Ball of Earth.
Ball
Who
of
did that?
You got it. A Ball of Earth. That's you. It's DJ. You got it.
DJ. What's your Twitter handle? Twitterize us.
You win.
I'm going to follow you.
DJ.
What's your Twitter name?
Okay, let me see. DJ, you win. You
Hope it's not
win.
something dirty like smell my trousers.
What's your Twitter? Billy's gonna follow you.
Someone said their favorite movie to use.
Okay.
Oh, still game.
Yeah, well,
What's
it's a
the
TV
answer?
show.
Nice
Oh,
work,
TV show.
DG.
Yeah, I had a big beard.
Beard.
Yeah, on my chin.
You're funny in that. Is that the old man thing?
No, well, I was a kind of bum.
But they're old men.
Yeah, they're old men.
Rose.
It's a story of Scottish old men. It's worth checking out.
It's funny.
How about a question from Dom?
What?
Billy Connolly in The Hobbit. What do you think?
Brilliant. Billy Connolly and
Was he in The
anything.
Hobbit?
He'll be.
Not yet.
Yeah.
He will be
Dane
though.
Ironfoot.
Oh, Gandalf, I don't know where I'm going.
That's it. That's funny.
My God, the hills are so green around here.
Brilliant. That's really good. Say Jobby.
A wee jobby. Swelly.
He did a show.
Oh, the clouds are so swelly around here.
Billy Connolly's the man. He's brilliant.
He
I didn't know he
did
was in
the
The Hobbit.
66 show.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw that?
And his show around Australia, brilliant.
Yeah.
He rode his motorcycle.
Oh, brilliant.
Down
Yeah.
Route 66.
He's brilliant.
Was it a BBC show? Or
I'm not sure.
He has a real passion for life. He said that one of the things that changed his life forever, he was walking on a beach in Ayr in Scotland, and a minor bird flew, landed on his shoulder, turned to him and said, "Hello." And he said that changed his life.
Wow, that is brilliant. Yeah, he's a true original, isn't he? What a man. Good
Okay.
actor as well.
Yeah, very good.
Gime_ADE.
Wait a minute.
GIME_ADE.
Oh God. Oh,
right.
J. Oh right.
There you go.
J-I-M-A.
Guys, has this been a good live forum?
This has been a great live forum. Really, 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 really excellent.
Would you guys, what new trilogy or big movie would you do? Would you do Star Wars? Would you do the Avengers?
Absolutely.
Justice
Crazy?
League?
I'd
Wait,
definitely
like,
do.
Ewan McGregor said he wants to come back for Star Wars.
It's
7, 8,
an
9.
amazing piece of movie history, Star Wars, you know. I'd love to do Star Wars.
Jamina Ramirez, I have now followed.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
very-
good.
And if she's pleasant and kind.
And we virtually follow no one. I follow Dom's Wild Things.
Dom's
It's on
Wild
tonight.
Things, official BK. What's your handle on Twitter?
QuickBeam2000.
QuickBeam2000. There's 2,000.
Do I follow you? I should
Yeah.
follow you. I don't follow you. I
Please
don't
do.
think.
Yeah, that way we can direct message.
I wanted to be in the Matrix trilogy. I didn't get that.
Did you go out for it?
Rubbish agent, I fired him. He must have died.
I need to play a superhero soon because my son's 6 and he only likes superheroes.
Scotman!
Scotman.
Fighting for Scottish
Right?
independence.
It'd be great. Oh, it's great around
Oh
here.
my God.
And then people come over, you throw potato pancakes at him.
Yeah. Oh, take that.
Look at my kilt, dude!
Look at that. We don't wear nothing.
I love to feel a bit of breeze in my privates.
Nah, like that. You could. I bet he'd get it. He'd get Scotman. And I wouldn't get
He'd
it.
be the villain in it. We went to you.
Me?
Yeah.
We went. You'd be Scotman and he'd be the villain. We went to what was
that
that
hat.
thing?
Who would I be? I'd be the villain. Would be UK man.
Yeah, UK.
Yeah.
UK man. Yeah.
Wearing a Paul Smith suit. What was that Scottish thing that we went to in New Zealand where we all wore kilts? It was at a stadium. Was
Oh,
it
it's brilliant.
Scotland
They brought-
versus New Zealand?
No, they brought the thing we did. They brought the
tattoo.
Edinburgh tattoo. And remember, we said you've got to bring something Scottish. So like Dom wore a kilt and Elijah wore a kilt and a Scotland top or something. And Vigo arrived with like a little one
Troll.
of those troll dolls.
Little troll.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, hey!
troll dolls?
And we're like, I don't know if that's Scottish. To be honest.
Yeah. And it smells like red felt tips. You know the smell of red felt tips?
Oh,
If
yeah.
you smell a troll, you're like, red felt tips.
Here's what I remember about that night. You might not remember this. When we came home from it, we had a great night. Oh, it was all very Scottish and all that. And we were going past a kid's playground.
I do remember.
And I said, I'm going down that slide. I was having such a great night. I'm going down that slide. And I went down the slide. My kilt went up and I burnt my ass.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the hole! Not the hole!
Oh my.
The cheek!
Just the cheek.
Because my kilt rode up and then skin on metal.
And Elijah and I were just stood in the wings having a conversation, and we looked at you at that moment and we saw your dingaling. Yeah. Brilliant. Albino.
But with a Scottish flag on it.
Yeah. He went the whole hog. And we were all in Billy's house getting changed, and we said, what is the deal? Like, what do we do with the kilt thing? And he said, well, you know, I'll make sure that it's all right, but you can't wear
No
underneath,
soft pink
anything underneath.
panties.
No,
Nothing
no.
like
No
that.
soft pink
No,
panties.
none of those things that they use in the industry to cover your twig and berries.
I'm up it.
Yeah.
That's not my bed.
Little mini tickle me Elmo.
Whoa.
Elmo. Yeah.
You ever worn a kilt?
Never? Me?
You should.
I should. I
Get
should.
empowered.
You don't got a kilt?
No, I would love to wear a kilt. I mean, if you go back far enough in my family tree, there's some Scotsmen in there, but a kilt?
You want me to bring you a kilt? I'll bring you a kilt from Scotland. Do you want a kilt?
I'd love one. Really?
You need to give me your waist and your inside leg.
Okay.
And I'll get you a kilt. I'll bring it to the One Ring party on the 24th of February.
And I will wear it.
And I'm going to take measure. We
And
can do it now. You could.
I will do like Orlando Bloom, and I will go commando. I will
You
totally
gotta-
go commando.
You gotta go for it. Because you have a little idiosyncrasy about the way that you dress, little character.
A bit.
I think you'd look good in a kilt.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm
I've got
totally
that
down.
t-shirt. You gave me that t-shirt.
This
I think.
Obey
I
t-shirt?
love it.
Yeah.
You should get that t-shirt. It's a great t-shirt.
Have you
Is that
seen
still
this?
available?
Oh yeah, sure. This is funny.
Brilliant. I've got one. How about this, right? It's from Threadless, which is a great t-shirt.
I love
company.
Threadless, yeah.
They have the London Underground tube map, but they've taken out all of the names of the London Underground places, and it's places in
Middle Earth, I love it. I love that.
Oh, that's
freaking
cool.
great. It is a tube map. Yeah.
I would
Mind
like
the
that.
gap.
Mind the gap. Mind the Gandalf.
Yes!
Yeah.
Whoa! Now, is there a small in here? Because I am
I want a
desperately
medium.
small.
Don't give him an
Large.
extra. He doesn't want a large. There's your Radagast shirt.
Medium.
It's fun. Nice. What's this? I'll shrink it. Large. I'll shrink
it's
it.
the large. Come on, get him a small or a medium, would
I'll
you?
have a small one for you at the party.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll just.
What did you get? Did you get a medium? Right.
This is a Radagast medium. I love getting free gifts.
I got it.
The Radagast. Look, this is a spoof of UPS. See,
What can Brown do for you?
which is the slogan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sounds a
Do you
bit
remember
dirty.
Radagast?
He's the guy with the poo on him.
No, do you remember him?
Oh, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh.
Now wait a minute. Now, this wonderful X-Men character you played,
Yeah.
died way too soon.
He did, didn't
Wait, why is it you couldn't be in more X-Men movies? And which X-Men would you be if you get the chance to be in one?
Strong arm guy.
Just one arm.
One arm. I can hold things out. If a baddie came, I'd just hold him out. Length, at arm's length.
It was about 17 pounds.
It's heavy. I'm
Freakishly
working.
strong. I think the reason why he died so soon is because that's the way the script was written.
You were great in that. I
Unfortunately.
liked that.
Wonderful.
That
Very
was
good.
cool.
You were like,
It was a cadence. A real
But
cadence.
you know, if Magneto can have mastery over magnetism, we haven't seen in the film versions a mutant who can manage electricity. You could do that. It
Yeah.
was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Why did you have to die that soon?
I don't know. I think obviously in Wolverine they had to tell a lot of stories, and the major story, the main story, was the story of Wolverine. So they needed to get rid of some of the extraneous characters so that Hugh Jackman could come in. And can I just say, Hugh Jackman is probably the largest male I have ever seen in the flesh.
Really?
Oh my God, he's like Ryan Reynolds is a big guy, you know, he's
Yes,
a
yeah.
big boy,
Yeah.
and Hugh Jackman made him look kind of normal.
Really?
And before we would do a take, he'd be doing press-ups, just pounding press-ups, and he'd stand up, and I was stood next to him at one point when he stood up, and he had this vein that came out from the side of his shoulder and went
Wow.
down like that. I was like, what is that? How do you make that happen? It was
vein.
huge. And the way that he did it, I said, what's your workout technique? He said, I go to the gym once a day, and I do stuff in between. But he would wake up at 5 in the morning, eat a whole chicken, Then he'd go back.
Chicken, I
Isn't that
say.
insane? Then he'd go back to sleep until 7. Then he would eat every couple of hours poached chicken and vegetables.
How tall is he? I thought he was just a little musical theater munchkin.
He's
I
like
didn't know he was
6'2", 6'3".
really Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Huge Jackman.
Huge Ackman. And what a professional. Like, we finished one day, he jumped on a plane, flew to LA to rehearse for his presenting the Oscars,
Yeah.
flew back and was on set the Monday and didn't say anything about it. Wasn't, he's obviously jet lagged and had a rough weekend, he's working
Yeah.
weekend. But what a professional. Lovely man.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And up for Best Actor for Les Mis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I dreamed a dreamy, dreamy dream, and in that dream I dreamed a dreamy.
That was touching, that.
That wasn't Hugh Jackman. Anne Hathaway.
That was quite good.
She is a shoo-in for an Oscar.
Oh, she'll get an Oscar for that.
Absolute shoo-in.
Shaved her head and everything.
She did. She had a hell of a day. She had to pull out her teeth.
Oh.
She had to have sex with someone she didn't want to have sex with.
Jeez.
Oh my
She was in a
gosh.
coffin.
Ah, what a day.
She thought her daughter was dead. Dead?
Right?
No, she sold her daughter. No, the daughter worked for Borat, didn't she?
Right, yeah.
Borat.
Borat?
And Tim Burton's wife.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And she
Yeah,
says,
Sasha.
I thought my life would be different from this. Well, you would think it would
Yeah.
be different from that, wouldn't you?
Different from shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a bit better than this.
I mean, I at least thought I'd have my own teeth at 23.
Christ, I grew my hair right down my back. It's gone.
And then I like when she came back later on, the haircut was still short, but she'd obviously been at Vidal Sassoon in heaven. Do you know what I mean?
She had.
They cut off some of the patches. She looked
Yeah.
quite
And
sexy.
Still
she,
better.
she also is going commando, stepping out of a limousine and everybody seeing her hoo-ha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Little Miss Devil Wears
What was
Prada.
Yeah.
Okay, she gets out of a car at the premiere of Les Mis. I think it was New York City, I think. She gets out of the limo and all the paparazzis get great photographs of everything.
No.
Like she was wearing a kilt.
Do you know what?
Devil wears nothing.
Paparazzi
Devil
did
wears
that to
nothing.
me a couple of times. When I was getting out wearing a kilt
Really?
and they've got the cameras like that.
And
I
they're
mean,
like,
that's not right.
Did they get
is
you?
it? No, they didn't get me.
You should have just showed him just one ball. Hold on to the rest
No
of it.
way.
Just said, have a look at that. Not giving you the rest unless I get cash.
Just one ball.
Muppet.
Muppet. Look at that little Elmo. Look at him winking at you.
That's not allowed, that.
Somebody hand me a tambourine, please. Somebody hand me a tambourine. We need...
What do you think will win best picture?
I think Argo is going to upset Lincoln.
Do you know what should win?
I'll read your mind. Life of Pi. No, I didn't, did I?
Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit. But it's not nominated. You're an idiot.
If it wasn't for the Hobbit, then the Life of Pi.
Life of Pi.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's a lovely film.
Life of
Did
Pi.
you see that?
Ang Lee can do no wrong.
Right?
Except for that Hulk movie, but Ang Lee
Hey,
is
you wouldn't
awesome.
like him when he's Ang Lee.
I know.
I
haven't heard that in a while, Dom. That's good.
I think Life of Pi is best picture, but I
Yeah.
think Les Mis is going to win it. Les Mis is a juggernaut this year.
It is.
Yeah.
Lincoln I thought was fantastic, but I think Les Mis will win it.
I thought Lincoln was too sobering and too boring.
And too beardy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see that beard.
Yeah, beardy. It's all about the beards this year.
Yeah.
Hot dwarves with beards. Hot Dominic with a little bit of scruffy scruff right here.
Hello.
Yeah.
7 o'clock shadow.
It's all about.
I get rid of mine.
Yeah, you look good with a beard.
I get rid of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get rid of it.
You shave daily.
You do?
Twice daily.
Twice daily?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Very, very manly.
What's with this salt and pepper going on here?
Oh, I think I'm aging prematurely.
I like
It's like the story of Benjamin Button.
I had a conversation with your ex-girlfriend on set of The Hobbit,
Yeah.
by the way.
And did she talk about my grey beard?
She did not. Actually, the funny thing about Evangeline is I was there visiting and I was in stealth mode. Nobody knew I was there. Warner Brothers didn't know I was there. Peter bumped into me and said, "Oh, hi, Cliff." And I'm like, "Hi, Peter. I know you're busy. Just go back to work." So I'm sitting in the back, being really quiet, and Evangeline looks at me and she goes, "You're visiting, aren't you?" She walks up out of her chair, comes right up to me and says, "How you doing? Are you having a good time? Are you visiting? Where are you from?" She was the warmest and most sincere and amiable woman. She just completely surprised me. She was so generous
She's
with
very
her time.
surprising.
So generous and so Canadian. That's one of the big reasons why. She was so nice. And I said, "Yeah, actually I'm visiting from, the OneRing.net." And she went, "Oh, really though? That's so exciting. And I hope the fans really like me because she's nervous that the invented character, who's not in the book, is going to take the most friction from the fandom.
Yeah,
And I said, don't worry, we're going to love it. We're going to love it. It's going to be great.
There was a little bit of that with Arwen when Lord of the Rings was being made. People were saying, "Oh, what are they doing with Arwen? Be careful with Arwen. You know, we don't want to be in a warrior and be gentle with her because they liked her so much." So I think the female characters in Lord of the Rings, people get very, very particular about, you know. So, but I mean, Pete does great stuff.
He does.
Brilliant stuff.
He does. And Mr. Bloom is doing all of his own stunts these days.
He always does.
Yes.
We saw him the other day, and I tell you, one of the stunts that he didn't do, he did not pick up his dog's poo.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
That is
party foul!
That is a stunt too far for Orlando Bloom.
Yep.
Yeah, he just let it go with nature. And I said, "You mean go with a 4-year-old boy?" When he walks past, and he went, "Yeah." Lovely dog though.
Nice
Beautiful
dog, but
He's got a grey beard
peeing-
as well.
Pooing in the street.
Yeah.
No, look,
Yeah.
in LA, that's the worst thing is to not pick up your dog poo.
Right?
Come on.
If I ever pooed in the street, I'd definitely pick it up.
I would, even if I didn't have a bag.
Just put it in your hand.
Yeah, pick up your poo.
Use it as a cigar, as a disguise. Anyone got a light? Oh.
So one of you live in LA and one of you live in Scotland, or you get
Yeah, which one's which?
houses each? Yeah.
What?
What? You guys crash on each other's couches?
Yeah, when Billy comes into town, right now he's with his family, so I don't have as much space, and I think Billy wants to spread out a little bit. He gets a place in different parts of LA, but when Billy comes in on his own, there's always a room welcome for you.
And I live there, and it's lovely. And we get up and we have a coffee, and
Yeah.
we have a swim. Then we slap each other.
Yeah. I say to him, you can stay as long as you want, do whatever you want. My house is yours, fridge, you know, use the towels, all that kind of stuff. He has to buy me a gift every day. That's the only proviso.
That's not bad.
And the gift, it raises in price. So the first day, $10, 20, 30, 40, which I think that's pretty reasonable, you know. Got me a house when you left, didn't you?
Yeah, I was there for 3 months though. I didn't mind.
Business.
When he comes visiting, do you have to buy any special tea or food or crumpets or something that he likes?
I have quite a lot of tea. I buy
Coffee.
milk and coffee because I don't generally drink milk. Billy loves a bit of cow juice. So I'll get him milk, coffee, and then Billy has an absolutely serene yoga routine. So
Awesome.
I'll jump into that, and then I have to give him an hour in the morning for him to meditate, because if he doesn't meditate, he's a bloody nightmare.
Hell to live with.
Just give him a soft cushion, a corner of a room, an hour, he's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, without that, he starts pulling his knives out.
Are you double jointed? Double jointed? Can
No.
You want me to leave?
Can you? Yeah, Billy, we'll talk later.
Okay.
We'll talk later about some of those delightful yoga. Wait a minute, we have over 1,300 viewers live right now.
Wow.
And
Let's get them to do something. If you've got 1,300 people, let's get them to do something.
let's get them to all jump up and down in place.
Here's
Yeah,
something, right?
You-
Everyone who's listening and watching, is this visual as well as
Everything's visual.
listening? Right. Everyone has to make a sandwich for someone they don't know today.
Nice.
So if there's someone homeless or someone, or
Yeah.
even a friend,
Very good.
you have to make them a sandwich.
Then
and
surely
go
they'd
take
know
them.
their friend.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know they're getting a sandwich.
That they don't know they're
Go,
getting a
hey,
sandwich.
got your sandwich,
What
and
for?
you go, well, it's.
Oh, that's a
ham.
lovely
I
idea.
like him.
But you've got your Twitter, right?
Yeah.
I've
Tell everybody to follow you and just watch the number go up.
All right, everyone follow official
What number do you have
BK.
right now?
What?
How many followers do you have right now? Let's
Right, hold
Yeah,
on.
that's a very good test.
14. No, 11.4k.
Brilliant.
Is that good?
Wow.
That's great.
Meow.
Follow official BK.
Official BK, and I am Dom's Wild Things.
Yeah, do that.
And we follow each other.
Oh, I've sat my leg too long.
Don't let something out.
Yeah, don't let 2 tablespoons of air come out of your bum.
Radio Sepia, buy that.
That's my brother's album, Digital Scars, Radio Sepia. What a singer.
Buy it.
It's like me, but better.
It's really good.
Brilliant.
It's really
What,
good.
what genre of music?
I would say kind of broken singer-songwriter with a little bit of a science tip.
Yeah,
All
a little
right.
bit folky.
You compared him to the Libertines the other night.
I heard some Libertines in there.
I think Badly Drawn Boy as well, if anyone's into the
I
Mancunian
love
eyes.
Badly Drawn Boy.
I'll
Very
leave
good.
this for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
In
Fantastic.
fact, here is a gift.
Thank you, Dom.
Digital Scars.
Well done.
You're welcome.
You can
Digital
have
Scars?
that.
And I just downloaded this last night. You guys, it's available on iTunes. Get Blue Sky Paradise.
Blue Sky Paradise.
Or
From-
bcake.com, and you can have the actual album like that, and we'll sign it. We'll sign
and there's
it.
merch.
That's a
There's
sweet
merch
deal.
on your thing as well, isn't there?
I don't
Merch.
think there is, but there should be.
What about that T-shirt your wife was wearing the other night?
Yeah, well, we just kind of have them for ourselves. We'll put them online, though.
And you have CDs at the party, right? Merch.
This is wonderful.
What, at the One Ring Oscar party on the 24th of February? The night to end all nights.
What an evening that'll be.
You guys, if you don't have your ticket yet, go ahead, go to theonering.net, click the pull-down menu that says events or community. It says the Oscar party right there.
Right in the Dominic Monaghan.
All right, and you can follow me at QuickBeam2000, follow Dominic at Dom's Wild Things, and be sure to watch BBC America. Tonight, the American launch of Dom's Wild Things. It's going to be really, really wild.
10/9 Central. 10/9 Central. Check your local listings. And if you have DirecTV, that's channel 264. If you have Time Warner Cable, no idea.
It's amazing. It's an amazing show.
Thanks, William.
No, I really loved it. I really did. I'll watch it again.
Are we going to see you do gross things like eating bugs or eating exotic things?
I do
that are-
eat a little bit of exotic stuff. I do eat a couple of insects throughout the show, but not often. I eat some strange stuff. I don't do that many gross things. I mean, I take my shirt off. That gets pretty gross a couple of times. Covered in open weeping sores.
Oh my
You're
God.
not Steve-O. You're not just.
No, I'm not Steve-O. I've got a few tattoos.
Oh,
Billy and I
Steve-O.
share a tattoo.
Yeah, he has it the weekends.
Good one. Well, several people ask, do you have a Beatles tattoo? A lot
I
of people
do.
asking.
I do have a Beatles tattoo. A
Yeah.
line from Strawberry Fields Forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all
Mm-hmm.
you see. Which I think is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I got it.
Yeah.
What did you think of Julie Taymor's Into the Universe? I like
Wait, do you mean across the universe?
Across, I meant to say that. Across the universe, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of her film version of that?
I thought it was good. I like Jim Sturgis. I think he's great. I think he makes good choices. He's a good actor. Anything around the Beatles kind of folklore, I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of musicals, although in the last year that's been revolutionised. I went to see Les Mis. I went to see Matilda. I went to see Jersey Boys. I want to see The Book of Mormon.
Me too.
But it's also that you saw The Book of Mormon, didn't you? No. What was that one? Oh, you saw Avenue Q and you loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I've not seen that.
Dirty Muppets.
I love that.
Dirty Muppets. Right.
Muppets.
Brilliant.
Is it time?
Someone just said, Dom, don't drink your pee out in the wild. I won't do that. I won't.
What? Okay, great advice. That's, really appreciated. Thank you, Miss Carrie Pace.
Looking forward to the Life of Pi episode.
Yeah, Life Pie episode coming up. But it's a slightly smaller scale. It's me on a boat, middle of the Pacific, with a tiny, tiny little bee. Dangerous though, it'll sting you.
What's his name?
Steve.
Steve what?
Steve the bee. He'll sting you.
Steve the Bee.
Watch
Careful.
I thought you were going to say a bee in a cake.
Oh, that would be... Now, maybe that's the ending. Maybe at the very end, a cake appears, I combine the two, and then Billy turns up with a guitar. Closing credits.
So good. You guys are so good.
Next year's Oscar-nominated film, The Life of Steve.
The bee.
The Life of Steve the Bee. You guys are really brilliant, and I want to thank you for your time. And
Thanks,
for
Cliff.
Love hanging out with you.
Thank you for narrating my movie from all those years ago.
Oh, what a great film.
That was
Ringers, check
awesome.
it out. You can buy it at Amazon and all that kind of stuff. Ringers, it's all about the world of Lord of the Rings and what it means to us in pop culture. Brilliant film.
Yeah, heavy emphasis on the hippie movement and rock and roll. Yeah, we got a PG-13 rating for one reason, and one reason only.
Drugs.
Yeah, a drug reference. You're in the booth, and we had a shot of a bong. It was a wizard bong, and you're in the recording booth going, and you did this like very audible toke, and we got smacked with a PG-13 rating right away.
Don't do drugs.
No, don't.
Unless you're asthmatic, maybe
just-
Ventolin.
I love it. Just have a laugh, guys. Have a good laugh. And Mr. Billy Boyd, you going to be in LA for the next few weeks?
For another couple of weeks at least.
Good.
But I will come back for the One Ring Oscar party.
Well, we'll have to take you to the Cat and Fiddle for some of that authentic.
Yeah, I'd love that. We can have a toast to the professor.
I'd love that. It's so good to see
I'd
you,
love to.
Mr. Boyd and Mr. Monaghan. Wild Things from BBC America. It's launching tonight. We're going to go offline now. We're going to say thank you guys and wrap up the show because we're going to do a quick little Q&A session and we're going to publish a little mini interview with Dominic on theonering.net Mr. Boyd, you can take that with you if you want.
I'm taking it at least that
Are you?
far.
Because can we give this? I don't know if it's mine to give away.
See you later.
Take your chainmail and get out.
And to you, the audience, I hate to say goodnight so soon, but it's like, it's time to say goodnight. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodnight. Anybody?
You've made it awkward.
You gonna, yeah?
You ruined it.
Where's our musical exit, Billy?
See you later. Go get a hot dog or something.
Pink's hot dogs on La Brea.
And we're good.
And we're good.
It feels so...